I am here to bring you this new foundation. This is the bareMinerals bareSkin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. I'm going to be starting out by doing a demo of the foundation, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts and my review after you see me apply it, and you can kind of see for yourself how it works. First off, this is a foundation, the first liquid foundation put out by bareMinerals, and it's a tone correcting mineral foundation and a skincare serum in one. So you literally have to shake it because it is liquid. And it comes with this brush. I ordered mine as a set off of QVC for, let me check my price here, $43.96 for the foundation and the brush. And the brush is really unique. I've never seen a brush like this. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but it has like a reservoir, a little circle here in the middle that you are supposed to drop the foundation into. So before we apply the foundation, I have already used my eye cream, my Glow Naturals coconut eye cream, and then I put a little bit of the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Anti-Aging Mattifying Lotion. I've been using that to help like minimize my pores. So I wanted to just let you know before I put on my foundation what is on my face, so you can get a realistic, this is what she's wearing on my face. I also moisturize my face with the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. Moisturizer is key. You always need to moisturize your face. Okay, so before I put on the foundation, I am going to use a primer, and I'm using the L'Oreal Revitalift Moisture Blur. I really like this moisturizer. Actually, well, it's like a primer and moisturizer in one, but I still moisturize my face because where I live, it is indeed very, very dry. So I am just going to first prime my face, get my skin prepped here before I throw on that foundation. So the instructions say to shake this really, really well. And it has a adjustable coverage. It said in the instructions 2 drops of this foundation to get sheer coverage, 4 drops for medium coverage, and 6 drops for full coverage. So I've been using it, and I've been finding that, as you can see, I have a lot of breakouts. I was actually going to wait to do this video until my skin was more clear, but then I'm like, you know what? No, because this is how my skin usually looks, and there are a lot of women out there that don't have perfect skin. So I wanted to see how this covers and what it looks like on skin that may be less than perfect. Therefore, if you have clearer skin, then you can kind of adjust to like what you think it will look like on you. So I am in the shade Bare Natural, which is a little bit darker because I'm self-tanning, and I figured for the summer I would need it darker. So as you can see, I am just going to squirt out. I'm going to start with 2. I normally would not do a sheer coverage foundation. I like a little bit more coverage than that, but for summertime, maybe you just want to cover up some redness or some imperfections in your skin, then maybe you just want to do 2. I start out with 2, and it says to like blend this in circular motions, starting at the center of your face and working out. So as you can see, it's covered up the redness with the 2 drops. Now, I don't know if sheer coverage 2 drops for your whole face, because that would be very, very sheer. Almost no coverage, if you would ask me. I like a more full coverage because if I want to look flawless or cover up my imperfections, I want to cover them up. I don't want to have to see them through my makeup application. So this foundation is made without, what does it say, parabens, perfume. Let me just read you here. I want to make sure to get it right. It says it's formulated without water, oil, silicone, parabens, or fragrance. So it's a very, if you're very conscious about all those artificial type products, this is going to be a good option for you. So that's 2, as you can see. I still have a lot of breakouts down here that I want to cover up. But overall, my redness, my freckles are still very noticeable, but my redness is gone. So I am going to do 2 more drops, and I'm going to focus, instead of on the center of my face, I'm going to focus it more on my blemished areas. So I'm going to put a little over here, a little on my chin, and a little over here. It says in the pamphlet that this has a very natural looking finish, and I would definitely agree with that. I would say it looks like your skin, like how your skin glows after you first wash it and apply moisturizer. That's like the finish of this foundation. That's how I would describe it. It does remind me a lot of the finish of the powder version of the bareMinerals, where it kind of dries to like a luminous finish. Now they do have a matte version of the loose bareMinerals, but I prefer the original, which gives your skin just a little bit of a luminosity, because my personal favorite type of foundation I like finish is I like it to look like skin, but maybe a little bit more dewy. I like the natural look. I like a satin look. I don't care for a matte too much, because I find that with dry skin that kind of enhances the dry patches, and then if you have blemishes, I don't know. I just kind of like my skin to look like skin. So that's 4 drops. And I'm actually going to build this up to show you the full effect of what 6 drops look like. You most definitely could stop here, but you can see I still have a little bit of redness going on. I still have a little bit of redness like in here, and then my blemishes are still visible. So I'm going to actually build this up and put on 1 more layer. As I'm putting this on my face, when it dries, it almost dries to almost like a powdery feel. It's very lightweight, and I know it was formulated to give you that no makeup look and feel, and it definitely delivers on that aspect of it. It is a lightweight foundation. Let's talk about this brush. I'm not sure. I think it was designed with the reservoir for the application method, because it's like a serum and a foundation in one. I definitely have not used it with any other brush, because I kind of like the way this brush works with it. And since it comes out as a kit, I just figured, well, they probably designed it that way, so I'm going to use it that way. Okay, so this is the full coverage with the 6 drops. This is what it looks like on my face. The one thing I do notice is, and I just washed this brush, you can do the circular motions, but you kind of got to go back and dab, because it leaves like a little bit of a brush stroke, which you could use this brush, you could use a beauty blender or something to just kind of, you know, set it and get rid of those brush strokes from going like this. Now that I've finished applying it, I want to talk a little bit about the finish. It is definitely like a natural finish, but it kind of is like a glow. Like, it has a glow. It looks like your skin, but a little bit, some sort of a luminosity. It adds a little bit of luminosity to your skin, just kind of gives you that youthful appearance, and that is something I really, really like. I like the way that, yeah, when it dries, it kind of feels like a little bit of like a powder almost on your skin. Okay, so here we are with the finished look with a full face of makeup on. Overall, I would not put this in the full coverage category like they say you could. bareMinerals says you can build this up to full coverage with 6 drops. I feel like my blemishes are still kind of noticeable. I would say at best this would be medium coverage. I think it's a great foundation for someone without a lot of blemishes, or for someone who's just looking for like a summer foundation to help tone correct, help get rid of redness around the nose or blotchiness or anything like that. I don't feel like it meets up to, say, my full coverage Estee Lauder foundation by any means. Definitely not. For bareMinerals, this might be considered a full coverage, but I'm just not sold on the fact that you can build it up to full coverage, because I still see my blemishes, and it definitely gets rid of redness, but I still see my blemishes, and I don't like to look at them when I'm gonna take the time to put on a foundation. I like the finish of this product. I like how, you know, it has the skincare benefits in it. I like the fact that it's formulated without all the parabens, the synthetics, the fragrance, and all of those things, because that means that the product is good for your skin and it's not going to clog your pores. I think there's another little one at my door once again. What is new? I think for the price with the brush, $44, I would want it to be able to build up to full coverage. I think that's the one downside to this product. Otherwise, I love everything else about it. I think it would be a perfect foundation. It's very lightweight. It's very dewy, a great summer foundation, especially for you. Actually, even if you have oily skin, it's for all skin types. I don't know how it would perform for oily skin. I do know that I wore it to church and a few times, and I put my morning makeup on in the morning, and it lasted all day, and without breaking up. I'd say a good solid 8 hours. I also took a run with it this morning, and my makeup looked the same as when I left, believe it or not. Now keep in mind, I wasn't sweating profusely because it was only like 60 degrees out, but I was definitely, you know, to the point where your makeup would start to break up. I really enjoy this foundation. I would definitely save it for days when I'm less broken out, because it definitely doesn't give you that full coverage that I was looking for, but sheer to medium for sure, hands down. The finish is great. It doesn't, I forgot to tell you about the smell. It doesn't really have a smell, so that's good. So if you're looking for a foundation that gives you adjustable coverage, that's lightweight, that's like skincare, and a foundation in one, like a dewy, natural, luminous type finish, then this is your guy. It's new. I purchased mine off of QVC, and I think it'll be released in stores soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. You found it beneficial, helpful, informational, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.